All right, you guys, this is Raw Detroit, and we're back with another video. On today, make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you like the video up as well, and let's get right into it. All right, guys, I got 5 positions right here that I feel that the Detroit Lions need to attack in this year's draft in the 2020 NFL draft class. The quarterback position is a position of need. Also, the safety position, the edge, the linebacker, and the wide receiver. This is the year 2 rebuild for the Detroit Lions. So definitely you want to draft playmakers. That's what it's all about in Detroit. Finding skilled positions and skilled and talented guys to come in and transform this roster. So we got our big board up for 2022 and the edge. What we're looking for out of that type of player, we're looking for a guy that never takes plays off, a guy that is a relentless guy, a guy that has a high motor, a guy that just simply makes plays and is able to get to the quarterback and stop the run in the backfield. When you're looking at the safety position, you're looking for a ball hawk or a guy that simply makes plays. It's not always about just getting interceptions. It's also about getting key stops in the football game. Also being able to knock the ball out, punch the ball out, whatever you want to call it. The Lions must find guys that can do those type of things. When you're looking for a linebacker, you're looking for a guy that's going to simply patrol the middle, whether it be in pass or run. You're looking for that guy that is going to be an animal out on the field, is great against the run, and is able to drop back in coverage as well, and be a playmaker. That's what the Lions need. They've lacked for so long a key linebacker in the middle, a guy that can be that glue guy in the middle that everybody looks to be a leader. Then the quarterback position, you're looking for a potential starter or possibly just a quality backup, depending if the Lions are bringing back Tim Boyle or David Blau, we do not know. But then when you look for the wide receiver position, what are you looking for out of the draft? You're looking for a big play threat or just a simply a true number 1 is what the Detroit Lions need to be looking for. Now, could they double up on positions in the draft? Of course they can. The Lions could do whatever they want to do. They can draft whatever position they want to draft. None of us really know what the Lions are going to do. They can shock everybody, and they could take a quarterback number 2 overall. I know a lot of people are not expecting for the Lions to do that. Most of us are expecting for the Lions to either get Kayvon Thibodeau or either grab Aiden Hutchinson, one of the best pass rushers in the game. But we know that this draft is filled with pass rushers. So you just got to be able to do your homework, do the due diligence, and studying the players, watching the film, the interviews, the combines, everything that these guys have to do to be able to get the interview or to be able to be noticed by the scouts and things of that nature. So the Detroit Lions simply, they have to be able to get playmakers. This team doesn't have the talent, it's devoid of talent, and it needs talent, whether it be offensively or defense. I don't think that you would want to go into a drafting all defensive guys, because that's just not the way you handle things. You have to be able to address the holes. The Lions, if you watched many of the Lions football games, the defense started playing better and the offense started regressing. And we need guys that can make plays at the receiver position, whether it be the quarterback or simply the running backs being able to run. We need guys that can make plays on offense. And we know that we need a true number 1 wide receiver in Detroit. We need a number 1 out of this draft. Now, I don't know who the Lions will eventually get. A lot of us like Traylon Burks. Some of us like Drake London. Then you got Williams from Alabama. There's so many receivers in this draft that it's crazy. Your head would spin how many receivers in this, but you just can't get any receiver. You have to grab a guy that is going to be a potential number 1. Grabbing a guy like a Pickens or something like that. Definitely, I think that Pickens could be a number 1 wide receiver in the NFL. He's very athletic, and he's shown me that he has the ability to be a number 1. Grabbing another guy like Justin Ross coming off the injury, making sure that he's cool and things of that nature. I mean, he has the size. These are guys that are 6'3" and 6'4" respectfully. And you have to be able to go out and just make great decisions when it comes to the draft. That's what this draft this year in 2022 is all about, simply getting playmakers and impact players on your roster. Now, are there holes or depth positions that you could go out there as well, like the corner position? Of course you can. Could you pick up another running back? Of course you can if you want to. Another tight end? Of course you can do these things. Those things can be addressed. But if you want to double up on, let's say, per se, getting 2 linebackers out of the draft, getting 2 wide receivers out the draft, maybe you maybe be thinking like, okay, we're not going to bring Tracy Walker back, and you grab 2 safeties out of the draft. No matter what the Lions do, they got to come out of this draft with playmakers. Now, the Detroit Lions also need to hit on 7 out of 10 picks. They need to, number 1, attack the draft looking for playmakers. Number 2, double up on positions if necessary. If they need to double up on these positions, do it. Whatever you got to do to get better. Number 3, have a goal in mind when you're entering into the draft. And number 4, last but not least, being able to have a game plan overall. When you go into the draft this season, go into it with the mindset is that I'm looking for guys that is going to make this team better. I'm looking for guys that will be able to help this team get to the next level and propel this team to be consistently winning football games. That's one thing that the Detroit Lions have struggled with for a long time, is being able to have guys that can come in and play consistently. We need a star at linebacker. We need a star at safety. We need a star on the defensive line. We need stars on this team, man. We need guys that are premium talent on this team. We need a Sue out of this draft. Now, I'm not saying that these edge rushers are going to be Sue, or these tackles, or whoever they decide to grab. I'm not saying that they're going to be Sue. What I'm saying is you need your Chris Spielman in the middle. Your new Chris Spielman. I'm not talking about Chris Spielman that played for the Lions many seasons ago and is a part of the Lions franchise now. I'm talking about grabbing that new DeAndre Levy. Grabbing that guy that's smart, that can make plays at the linebacker position. That's ultimately what you want to do in the draft. You want to get guys that have great football instincts, awareness, guys that make plays, guys that never take any days off when they're out there performing, and that's going to give you 110, and they want to see the Detroit Lions be successful. That's what I want, man. And I know you as a fan, you want the same thing. You want Detroit to be able to ultimately get into the postseason, and just like any other team, you want to see this team win a Super Bowl. Many of us want to see the Detroit Lions win a Super Bowl. Will we ever see the Lions win a Super Bowl? I don't know. We have not seen anything so far. So I don't know how many years it could take for the Lions to get to a Super Bowl, because they're one of the teams that have never been. Now, back in the days, yeah, the Lions were good. They were a good football team back in the days, but we're talking about now. So now this team that you have currently is devoid of talent. We need talent. I'm going to repeat that again. We need talent on this roster. I don't care if it's defense. I don't care if it's offense. We need guys that can make plays from all positions out there. I don't care if you're a linebacker. I don't care if you're a defensive tackle. I don't care if you're a safety or a corner. I don't care if you're a offensive lineman. We need guys that can make plays in Detroit. That's what this year's draft simply should be about for the Detroit Lions. If you got to trade up to get certain guys, do what you got to do. If there's opportunities for you to get the guy that you want, you go after that guy. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you want somebody that's going to be making plays in Detroit. So hopefully, guys, the Detroit Lions will do their homework and they will do their due diligence to be able to get playmakers in 2022. All right, guys, I'm just keeping it raw with you, and I'll be back with another video. Peace.
Let's see if we can. And this should help too.
Okay, boom. I see it. You got it.
Okay, so I wanted to be a little thorough, and we don't obviously have to go through this all in one night. We can work on this gradually.
Right.
Space it out, get the views in.
I said get the views in.
Well, we got the top tier free agents. We got the Devondre Campbells, the Foyosade Alacoons, Anthony Barrs, Dante Whites. We got the mid-tier free agents. We got the Anthony Walker Jr.'s, Alec Ogletrees, Quan Alexander. And we got my favorite, the garbage bin. I mean, the low-tier free agents.
You got Alexander alone in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I said, get out of here.
Okay, Chrissy. Okay, I know what that is.
Yeah. And I had to include our points, our strong areas of need.
Oh, you put KJ Wright in there?
I put KJ Wright in there because I found an interview where he was offered the vet minimum by a couple teams before signing with Oakland. Okay. So that's what Seattle thought about him, and that's what another team, Denver, I think he said, reached out to him. They didn't send a deal over. But the market cap on, that's another thing. The market value is based off Sports Track primarily, but I'm going to say it's also based off of PFF. I got something for you right here. So I know everybody hates PFF and they the devil or whatever. I like PFF. I like everything at my disposal, I have enough information to make a decision. So look what we got for y'all. How many people here? 11? That's cool. Don't worry.
Hey, never worry about the people, man. Just
right.
rock out. They'll catch on.
They'll catch on. Look, I got the edge, okay? I got the edge. I don't know how some of this stuff is locked, but
okay.
So if
talking about some top tier good dudes right there.
Top tier, right. And then they have this is all the 100 best players. So if there's someone I'm not listed, we got a backup. If there's someone that's that we don't know about on this list, I doubt we know about everybody,
Okay.
If there's someone we don't know about, we could go here and we can see a profile. Solid starter on the edge. Opa never had higher than the 40th among edge rushers, though in his career 2020 he finished 20th. He's a low-end starter, and then we can go from there. Another thing I like is they have 15 average million a year. He has some stuff. Then obviously they got the stats on the pass rusher stuff. So we covered every basis you could possibly cover.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know their name and what they can offer you, I can go to the index. We can look it up. We got the prices. We got business. This is how the real GMs do it.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how Dose do it. I don't know how none of them guys do it. This is how we do it over here. Okay, so we do real good work. We do real work.
Right.
I'm not just gonna hype up. Let's go back to the gravy train, man. So look, TA, I love you to death, but we're gonna disagree on some stuff today.
Oh yeah, it's all good, baby.
We might have to make two separate lists because I'm shopping right here, baby.
You shopping right here?
I'm shopping.
Hey, no. That's where I'm shopping at.
That's where you're shopping.
Yeah. Because if you look at it, when it comes to free agency this year, you don't want to be just frugal with, you know what I'm saying? You want to be kind of frugal in your spending.
Right.
You don't want to go out and spend a lot of money that you don't necessarily have to spend.
Right.
We don't want to be the old Lions. The old Lions would go and overpay for guys. This time, right now, you don't want to continue that type of thing. We want to do something different because we know what we're doing in Detroit. We're building something, and we're trying to get a winning culture, and we got to get guys in here that, that's going to meet that criteria.
Oh, yeah. So check this out, TA. I also got the potential cap casualties. I don't think you heard that. So I looked on every blog,
I heard you, brother. I heard you.
Okay, my bad. Damn.
I heard you loud and clear, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna be shopping in there. So here's what I don't want. Okay.
Yeah.
Like when I looked this up, I had to double check my mind. Okay. I had to.
Yeah.
This dude right here. I'm gonna put him. I'm put him in red because this is not possible. Okay.
Yeah, he a dog.
15 million. There's some people that want him in my comments. Like a lot of times in my comments, they want this dude, and I feel yeah, because he can play inside. I found out he was an edge rusher.
Yeah,
but he can play any of the linebacker positions in 3-4. So that's what really caught my eye. But then the sacks and everything, I'm like, man, this dude probably.
Yeah, didn't he have like I think he had like a breakout season this year, didn't he? Like 12 sacks.
Yeah, like yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I can see, he's gonna want to get paid. Anytime you in double-digit sacks, you're gonna want to get rewarded for the work that you're putting in out there on the field.
Right. So that was amazing when I seen 15 million. I thought he was gonna be 10 million. You know, because for you say Olakun, that's who I've been following a lot more now.
Yeah.
When he played with Atlanta, he was that, converted safety to linebacker. Mm-hmm. Put on a little weight, and he was that dude in space for the zone. And they gave him 10 million. When I seen this, I fell out. I jumped out a window when I see that man was worth $15 million. I jumped out.
He's looking to get paid probably this season coming up.
This was the most interesting one right here. And I'm going. This was the most interesting. This is what everybody want. This is what everybody want. I'm gonna make it let's make it yellow. Everybody want Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
He can demand 18 million a year, and obviously this is subject to change because he's
coming off injury too, right?
Right. He's coming off that injury, so realistically we can take that down to 10. But he's still. I didn't know he was going to be this expensive.
I didn't think. I thought that he would be anywhere between probably 15 or 16, somewhere in there. But you talking about 18? That's a lot.
Yeah, that's what PFF has him as, 18 with the stats and everything and comparable wide receivers. And then TA, I want you to go through this list of wideouts right here. Look who worth 11 million at Christian Kirk. Look who worth 11 million. This is another person all Detroit people want for some reason.
Yeah, Christian Kirk. Yeah, I'm very familiar with Christian Kirk. He wants 11. The market is 11 for him.
11 for him.
Now, see the thing with Christian Kirk is that he stepped up his game when D-Hop went out. This dude almost had over 1,000. He's the number 3 wide receiver with the Arizona Cardinals because you had D-Hop, you had AJ Green, and then you had Christian Kirk. Both of those guys, AJ Green and D-Hop, got hurt. He stepped up his game.
Right.
Almost had 1,000 yards receiving this year, which was a breakout year for him. And he's looking to get rewarded for the work that he's put in. Now, he's a slot receiver, but he can play on the outside as well.
Yeah.
One thing I do know about Christian Kirk, he is a burner. He can burn. He can definitely burn. So it depends on. Now he's probably is only like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah,
something like that. So, are you willing to pay for a guy that's kind of undersized, but he still is a burner? Would you want to grab a guy like that?
Me internally, when I see this Christian Kirk, so Christian Kirk to me, he reminds me of Golden Tate with a little more speed.
Yep.
And I just don't see that for 11 mil. I don't see it for what he offers. I could go over here to where I like to go. I think I deliberately kept him off my list. Go check out my video, Dirt Cheap, y'all. So.
Oh yeah, great video.
Oh, thank you, bro. So I go over here, and that's the mid tier. I'm like 6 million. So yeah, my guy is pretty much Washington. I can get Washington for 2.5, maybe 3. I get Jamison Crowder. I can get one. Well, not Jamison Crowder. I found out his market value. That was crazy. Yeah,
it's a lot of decent guys out there.
Yeah, I like DeMarcus Robinson because he got some speed to him. He played for Kansas City. What do you think?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, DeMarcus Robinson wouldn't be a bad pickup either.
We got a question. Looks like, what do you think about DJ Shark? I love DJ Shark.
Yeah, DJ Shark is nice. Yeah. He's nice. He's not a bad player.
So DJ,
see, this is what I see.
Yes, sir.
Everything is contingent upon what we do with Reynolds. If we decide to bring Reynolds back.
Yeah.
If we bring Reynolds back, I think some of these guys we probably won't sign.
Right.
Because we'll be looking. I think what would have happened if they decide to bring Josh Reynolds back for the cheap and the low. Basically, when you go into the draft, you're going to be looking to probably pick up 2 receivers. So Reynolds would be your free agent guy that you bring back, and then you go into the draft looking for 2 wide receivers.
Yeah. So in this corner, I changed the screen because I remember us talking last or 2 weeks ago about the receiver room, and you know, we get a free agent, just one free agent. We got 6 receivers in the room if we draft 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're gonna have you got to decide between Raymond and you got to decide between Williams or Reynolds. My bad.
Right.
And you got to decide between the free agent that comes in, whoever that is. You know, that's gonna be some big money. 2 draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
You got Cephas coming back. You got Trinity Benson, St. Brown. That's a lot of receivers.
So I think basically, like, when you look at where you're going to see, because basically when you think about Detroit, you're thinking about a number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
So you're thinking about, okay, in your mind and probably in the GM's mindset, it's like, okay, where we're going to get our number 1 receiver from? Are we going to take it from the draft, or are we going to go and pay for it in free agency? And to me, because the money that the Lions are working with, I think that they're probably going to get the number 1 wide receiver in the draft.
Yeah.
Instead of paying all of that money. You know, I know a lot of fans would be excited if they got Chris Godwin, or if they got Mike Williams, or they got somebody there that's respectable in the league. I think a lot of Detroit Lions fans would love that, and they'll be hip hooraying that on. But at the same time, I think that the best move for them is to get the number 1 wide receiver in the draft.
Right. Yeah. We got somebody asked about Chris Pringle or Byron Pringle. Byron Pringle, I had to do some research on, and I agree with you.
Agent?
Yeah, he's going to be a free agent.
Okay.
And I had to do some research on him. He offers you a lot in the special teams game. He has no problem with blocking, has no problem. He's you know, I've watched all his interviews. He just seems like a dude that just wants to play the game. You know, he just wants to stay in the league. I don't know what his position would be. He's not an outside X. He's not like a Pascal. He's more of a slot dude to me.
Yeah, and that's Amon-Ra St. Brown. So
yeah,
it's like that's Khalif Raymond if you bring Khalif back.
Right. This is, you know, yeah. Reynolds,
do you see, because people can't forget about Cephas either, because he's still on the squad.
Yeah.
You can't forget about Cephas being, you know, coming back from his injury,
right,
and eventually being able to get back out there. So what, you know, when you're looking in the free agency, you gotta have the mindset, okay, if I do take a wide receiver, which guy am I taking that's going to help benefit this team? Because if you picking somebody up, of course you want them to be either on special teams, or you want those guys to make an impact out there on the field.
Right. The biggest play, I think, I see, like, how about CB would be a good idea. The CB cornerback would be a nice thing. Grab a big outside guy in free agency for cheap. That's the thing.
Right.
That's the thing. Let's look.
So what big guy is out there that's cheap?
Exactly. Valdez Scanning was the biggest one I saw for cheap.
Yeah.
Zay Jones is 6'1". Cedric Williams is about 6'2".
Jakeem Grant is a small guy.
Small guy. Braxton Berrios, small guy. Like
Tavon Wilson, small guy.
Right. Jamison Crowder, I don't even know why he's over here, but he is. You know, I thought he was nothing, but apparently that league thinks he's something else. It's a lot of small guys.
Yeah, I remember Jamison Crowder.
Yeah, a lot of small guys gonna get opportunities, but we already got that role filled. Now, you was right. You was dead set when you said, "Hey, we need we need that number 2 guy or whatever." You know, especially if we bring it in a free agent. You know, we could bring in Reynolds and we can try to test him at a number 2. Try to test him